Hey everyone, welcome back. I didn't forget you guys. I've been so busy on my primary channel and just everyday life that I've been slacking, guys. So we're going to finish chapter 3. I'm going to try to get this in for you. So if you want, if you're new, you can refer to the playlist if you like these type of videos. It's kind of a throwback, right, to Reading Rainbow. I don't have like a catchy song for you. My voice is a little raspy. I already did a lecture earlier today and did a other video and been studying, working, life. So I'm already getting a little tired. So we're going to try to read through this as much as we can because I want you guys to at least get through chapter 3, right? I mean, I did say I was going to finish this book. So right now we're going into Doublespeak, from revenue enhancement to terminal living, how government, business, advertisers, and others use language to deceive you, by William Lutz. So we left off on page 103. Prior video, I remember I got my trusty bookmark, guys. We left off on this section, read the label or the brochure. So we're going to hit it with other tricks of the trade. And this is great, guys, if you're a savvy shopper. You really want to know all the buzzwords so you don't get had at these stores, because this book kind of gives us all the juicy secrets that we instinctively already knew, right? So, other tricks of the trade. Advertisers' use of doublespeak is endless. Remember the explanation of advertising function given by Rosser Reeves earlier in this chapter: to make something out of nothing. The best way advertisers can make something out of nothing is through words. Although there are a lot of visual images used on television and in magazines and newspapers, every advertiser wants to create that memorable line that will stick in the public consciousness. I am sure pure joy reigned in one advertising agency when a study found that children who were asked to spell the word relief promptly and proudly responded Rolaids. The variations, combinations, and permutations of doublespeak used in advertising go on and on, running from the use of rhetorical questions. Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick? If you can't trust Preston, who can you trust? To flattering you with compliments. The lady has taste. We think a cigar smoker is something special. You've come a long way, baby. You know, of course, how you're supposed to answer those questions, and you know that those compliments are just leading up to the sales pitches for the products. Before you dismiss such tricks of the trade as obvious, however, just remember that all of these statements and questions were part of a very successful advertising campaign. That's the end of page 103. Oh, my voice is quite raspy. Time for some tea, guys. Oh, hope I'm not uber annoying today. It figures when I have time. That's life. It's been like that even trying to get going, guys. Ew. Super sorry. So we're on page 104. I'm trying to flatten it out for you guys. This clip is not even doing us any help here. So here we go. So you can see, right? A more subtle approach is the ad that proclaims a supposedly unique quality for a product, a quality that really isn't unique. If it doesn't say Goodyear, it can't be Polyglass. Sounds good, doesn't it? Polyglass is available only from Goodyear because Goodyear copyrighted that trade name. Any other tire manufacturer could make exactly the same tire but could not call it Polyglass because that would be copyright infringement. Polyglass is simply Goodyear's name for its fiberglass reinforced tire. Since we like to think of ourselves as living in a technologically advanced country, science and technology have a great appeal in selling products. Advertisers are quick to use scientific doublespeak to push their products. There are all kinds of elixirs, additives, scientific potions, and mysterious mixtures added to all kinds of products. Gasoline contains HTA, F-310, platformate, and other chemical sounding additives. But nowhere does an advertisement give any real information about the additive. Shampoo, deodorant, mouthwash, cold medicine, sleeping pills, and any number of other products all seem to contain some special chemical ingredient that allows them to work wonders. Certs contains a sparkling drop of retsin. So what? What's retsin? What's it do? What's so special about it? When they don't have a secret ingredient in their product, advertisers still find a way to claim scientific validity. That's, or there's Cinerest, created by a research scientist who actually gets sinus headaches. Sounds nice, but what kind of research does the scientist do? How do you know if she is any kind of expert on sinus medicine? Besides, this ad doesn't tell you a thing about the medicine itself and what it does. True. Advertising doublespeak. And it gives you a quick quiz. You want to try going through it? Now it's time to test your awareness of advertising doublespeak. You didn't think I would just let you read this and forget it, did you? The following is a list of statements from some recent ads. Your job is to figure out what each of these ads really says. It says Domino's, because nobody delivers better. So I guess it's just all different maxims. And I guess you're supposed to use your discernment. So I guess it's just a little quiz. I guess that's for each individual because they don't give you any answers. And this is really interesting, guys, and I'm glad we touched on this because, everything's spiritual. Our creator has a way to just string everything together. And I just put up a video on my Dia Dash channel, my primary channel. I'll put the link below of the homepage of the desktop homepage, and then you can look up my latest video, and it was talking about moving forward, breaking, basically if you're feeling broken. So if you need a little motivation, check that out. And I was going into how products nowadays, they're putting all kind of stuff, guys. You don't think this is in your perfumes, your cosmetics, your this, your that. You don't think. Look up each product you use and try to find the ingredients list. You'd be appalled. So if we could try to switch up a couple of things, that couldn't hurt. And I did start my own natural product company called Kadesh Gardens, and I did display some of the products in that video if you're so inclined. So what does it say here? The world of advertising. We're on page 106 of the book. In the world of advertising, people wear dentures, false teeth. They suffer from occasional irregularity, not constipation. They need deodorants for their nervous wetness, not for sweat. They use bathroom tissue, not toilet paper, and they don't dye their hair. They tint or rinse it. Advertisements offer real counterfeit diamonds without the slightest hint of embarrassment or boast of goods made out of genuine imitation leather or virgin vinyl. In the world of advertising, the girdle becomes a body shaper, form persuader, control garment, controller, outerwear enhancer, body garment, or anti gravity panties, and is sold with such trade names as the Instead, the Free Spirit, and the Body Briefer. A study some years ago found the following words to be among the most popular used in US television advertisements: new, improved, better, extra, fresh, clean, beautiful, free, good, great, and light. Interesting. At the same time, the following words were found to be among the most frequent on British television: new, good, better, best, free, fresh, delicious, full, sure, clean, wonderful, and special. While these words may occur more frequently in ads, and while ads may be filled with weasel words, you have to watch out for all the words used in advertising, not just the words mentioned here. Every word in an ad is there for a reason. No word is wasted. Your job is to figure out exactly what each word is doing in an ad, what each word really means, not what the advertiser wants you to think it means. Remember, the ad is trying to get you to buy a product, so it will put the product in the best possible light, using any device, trick, or means legally allowed. Your only defense against advertising, besides taking up permanent residence on the moon, is to develop and use a strong critical reading, listening, and looking ability. Always ask yourself what the ad is really saying. When you see ads on television, don't be misled by the pictures and the visual images. What does the ad say about the product? What does the ad not say? What information is missing from the ad? Only by becoming an active critical consumer of the doublespeak of advertising will you ever be able to cut through the doublespeak and discover what the ad is really saying. Professor Del Kell of Arizona State University has updated the 23rd Psalm to reflect the power of advertising to meet our needs and solve our problems. It seems fitting that this chapter close with this new psalm, the Adam's 23rd. Which is funny, don't you see that number everywhere? Is that just me? Is that Jordan's number? I don't know. I see that number everywhere. Or that 23 in me. The adman is my shepherd. I shall ever want. He makes me to walk a mile for a camel. He leads me beside crystal waters in the high country of Kors. He restores my soul with Pierre. He guides me in marble country for Mammon's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the jolly green giant, in the shadow of B.O. halitosis, indigestion, headache, pain, and hemorrhoidal tissue, I will fear no evil, for I am in good hands with Allstate. The arid scope turns Tylenol and Preparation H. They comfort me. Stuffers prepare us the table before the TV, in the presence of all my appetites. Thou anoints my head with bridal cream. My decaffeinated cup runneth over. Surely, surefit, and surety, and security, shall follow me all the days of metropolitan life, and I shall dwell in a continental home with a mortgage forever and ever. Amen. I freaking can't, guys. This is crazy. Yeah, this is the so-called bullshit American dream that they pull on you when you realize what mortgages are really about. I delve into a little bit of, the finance and, the veil behind the curtain and the workings of the Wizard of Oz type of deal. If you didn't know, the Wizard of Oz has a lot to do with the monetary system and, this crazy life we're all living together. It's all an allegory, right? But we just left off on chapter 107. I'm going to leave here, that way we can start fresh on the next chapter, which is chapter 4, and that is titled Negative Deficits and the Elimination of Redundancies in the Human Resources Arena. Business communication, sort of. Yeah, the secrets they don't tell you in these communication classes in college, right? They really do teach you a bunch of rhetoric and double speak, hokey doke. But this book is great because it gives you actual, tangible, um, examples of when this happened, so you can really sink your teeth into it. I just found it funny that in US television advertisements, those are the buzzwords. So if you see that and it becomes redundant over and over and over again, as you know, and it just shows you the power of advertisement. Because I mean, when you try to be an artisan and you have really high end products, I mean, just we don't have the budget of the advertisers and all of that magical technology they use with ad after ad, and it's just crazy. But they really do study the human mind, and it goes to show they know how we work sometimes more than the average bear, right? Pretty crazy. But it even goes into all the different words and also overseas too, right? So this is interesting too. I'll just kind of scan through this picture that we skipped. This is page 105. I guess this is like a little advertising doublespeak quiz that you can take on your own. You can always screenshot it and pause it, and you can see how you've seen all this rhetoric on different ads and commercials, and I'm sure in advertisements too, right? They get us at every turn. But try to stick with natural products. Maybe this will go into the cosmetic industry. I will do videos on that on Dia Dash. I try to go into different things, and I'm trying to see where people are at and the kind of content they're interested in. But I try to keep it also in sync. I'll try to do it in the way sometime too, guys. It's hard. I tried using a selfie stick, so I try to keep my hands really balanced. So please forgive me if it was a little shaky, guys. I'm sorry. So we'll hit this another day. I'm super sorry that I've been gone this long. I didn't mean it. I will definitely finish this book. I am a woman of my word. I will not let you down. So we just wrapped up chapter 3. So that's great. So here we go. I will add this to that playlist, Doublespeak. So tune in for the beginning of chapter 4. We'll get into that, and that will go into different business terminology that they use, and that'll be great to sidestep any type of crazy fraudulent activity that they use on the people, right? So this really helps too, because words have a lot of power and it's being used on us a lot. So check out the episode of Twilight Zone. It's called Wordplay. It's kind of like that. And in that movie 1984, in that book by George Orwell, goes into I'm not sure what they call it, not double speak per se, but I think it's similar double think, something like that, where in this new regime they try to flip words on their head and use empty words to kind of like capture your attention and to draw you into whatever their agenda is at the time. So thank you, so guys, I thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go take care of my raspy throat. I am so sorry if I was like super scratchy. Right? It happens. We all have those off days. I'm sorry about the background effects. Of course, it's Friday, Freaky Friday. never a dull moment. I am just so grateful that I was able to fit this in. I didn't even think I was going to have time today. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care and be well.